They call me. I'm joined by the almighty Boomi FGC. How you feeling, man?
Squad.
Squad. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to give an introduction to Boomi. So first of all, he's one of the guys I wanted to have on here first, not only as a guinea pig, but also because I watched this dude progress. I watched him transition from butt naked to Boomi FGC, which we're gonna talk about that later. That's an inside joke. It's gonna be an outside joke afterwards, right? Because that don't sound right? Like if I watched you go from butt naked to Boomi, okay.
Yeah,
and other niggas
get butt naked at the end of the day, though. So
so I watched this man progress. You know what I mean? Like he's come a long way and really fast too. Like for people that know, y'all know him. You know what I mean? But y'all get to know him later on. But pretty much the show is called Yooooo, right? It's really like a greeting. Like the show can be called whatever you wanted it to be called, right? Like I say yo, that's how I say what's up or what's happening or what it is, right? But you can call it, I don't know, K-Pasa. You know what I mean? You can call it what the deal is. What's the word? See?
Guten Tag.
Exactly. All that stuff.
Buongiorno.
So. Yes. Any way you greet them. That's how we do it. Because I want to hear how you people greet to another person in your neck of the woods. You know what I mean? And, it's about the FGC and also outside the FGC. So I hope y'all enjoy this. So what makes this talk show / podcast unique is that this shit's all raw, right? Because, we're just not playing. We're going to be playing sets while I interview and ask Boomi or whoever's going to be a guest on the show questions. So y'all get that raw feeling right there, right now. It's real time. We also give the floor to some of the chat subscribers. We'll get priority, of course, but we'll also have it to where subscribers and possibly just followers gets a match in with the guests, so that'll be up in the future. But for now, we're about to get into this match so we can learn about Boomi and learn about, what's going on with our lives and FGC and so forth and so forth. So, who you playing? Who you play, by the way?
Playing Zeku today. Here we're playing two characters. We're playing old and young Zeku.
Hey, I like that. Now, why Zeku?
Zeku, actually, we started with Zeku. We started with Mika, went to Karen, then Ryu, and then went to Zeku. So why Zeku? Because Daigo did it in the very beginning. Daigo went to Hitbox. So I'm on the Hitbox now too. So it was like a progression. I was gonna find some character that had a very complicated move set and see if I can actually scale them out a little bit. So Zeku is was more of a learning thing, but then eventually that learning thing became something like an addiction. So I was like, yo.
You didn't start off with Zeku though, right? Who did you start off with first?
We started with Ryu. So all the way in the beginning, when I was on a little wee lad, we're talking about rookie rank, bronze rank, up on the come up.
Okay.
We started Wi-Fi Ryu on the PS4.
Ooh, Wi-Fi, okay.
Oh, we were on Wi-Fi in the very beginning. We didn't know any better. We didn't know they were dropping frames or anything. So in the very beginning, it started being Ryu.
Okay.
Then the progression started where I got to. I will never forget your face when you clenched your cheeks. Right when. You clenched up cheese, boy, when I told you, man, we had another character. We playing somebody else new.
I was because when I first saw you, I was like, it had been a minute, and I was like, damn, what's Jeffrey been up to? And then we see, I was
out in the way, bro. We were trying to make money, bro. We had to get some things going on. So honestly, I didn't even know about, especially in the Lucky Dice in our little scene.
Yeah.
So in the very beginning, I was like, it was cool and everything. We were at the deep at the very beginning. So, but anyway, long story short, the person that actually got me into this game was a Zangief player. Oh, get off me, sir. The person actually was a Zangief player. So I was like, man, maybe it's like a little bit of a homage to him, really. Because he was like, all right, you need to do a certain amount of things. I was like, okay. First thing is you need to learn how to play Street Fighter 5 because this is way different than Street Fighter 4.
For sure.
I was like, I mean that makes sense because especially with the command and grab characters in this game, I was like, well, maybe you need to like explore a little bit. So
Okay.
That's why I landed in Mika. So I played a little bit of Street Fighter
So
5.
Mika, so try to. I don't want to say my side of the story, but explain my reaction when you told me you was playing Mika.
So your reaction in the at the time I didn't know. I really didn't know. So I'm sitting over there. Hey Taj, how you doing? Long time no see. All of a sudden, he was like sitting over there like, I was like, he said, hey, how you doing? You want to play some games? I was like, sure, man. I got a new character for you, Taj. This man immediately. I didn't notice it then. I didn't realize what was happening, but I saw you almost pop a blood vessel. You almost popped the blood vessel, and you were clenching those. You clench your jaw really hard. I saw it. I was like, okay.
Right.
So that was the initial reaction. So I wasn't even mad at it. I was like, oh. So that was you. That was kind of your little take on it.
See, and the thing about it too is like, I was like, man, I can't stand Mika because we have Nikos. And now we got another Mika player to deal with. So I was like,
oh yeah, that also was a part of the journey, Nikos.
I was like, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to lead the world.
I remember you saying that. You were like, we got the Holy Trinity. We have Nash, we have Ryu, we have Chun-Li in the scene.
Oh yeah, because that was the season 1 mix. That was season 1. Everybody had those 3 as their top 3. So like, I was like, okay, we got the Holy Trinity, right? Cool. And then that was also, I'm sure, was season 2 or 3 where we was all just struggling with our characters because our characters were super strong.
Very much so. So that's why I was like looking at you. I was like, man, what happened to this character? Because I'm not gonna lie, I started in season 3 maybe. So I mean, it was been a while that I was playing. It wasn't as long as y'all, and that's why I was like, man, we actually know what's going on. So I need to learn from them, and I need to get, because I wanted to get stronger. Honestly, I was like, this is actually pretty cool.
See, that was the interesting thing is like, obviously since you got into the game late, you had to play catch up. So that's why it was so like interesting to see your progression up until now, because even though you started late, you caught on pretty quickly. But you also went through some phases too, not only through with the game, with the characters, but you went through like the Battle Beavers controller, right? The regular pad, and then what you play on now, Hitbox, right?
So we switched the Hitbox and got the Gamer Fingers on deck too.
Now, why you switch the Hitbox?
So I switched the hip again. This was like one of the things. Like, man, I felt like I actually. So even with Mika, I felt like I hit a wall. So I was like, all right, so things aren't working out for me. I need to learn a little bit more about the game. People are sitting over here. They can pick up any character. Like, I felt like they were picking up a lot of characters, and I was like, man, they can just pick anybody up and be able to play. That's kind of wild. So I was like, man, I'm honestly missing something in my game. So I was like, all right, let me see what's going on here with this these input methods. I was like, it has to be the input. I mean, if something's dropping, something's not in my head or whatever, but it has to be the inputs. So I blamed it on the controller for myself. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes, especially with I saw y'all cooking with the Hori fight pad.
Oh yeah, we was all on that. It was Commander? All 3 of us, right? You, me, you, and Dalian. Weren't you? Didn't you have?
Yes, that was a Hori Commander. I was like, yo, this is actually feels pretty nice. This is actually really cool. Like, I mean, for the most part, it was like the DS4 controller because, especially the D-pad. The D-pad was just a little bit more squishier. And you can, when you break it in, it just felt a little bit different. There was different things you can like I said, the execution wise. So that's why I went to the Hori fight pad for a while.
And then it was Lord Daigo, right, that like inspired you to play Hitbox, right?
Yeah, so he was like, all right, this is he's been playing 30 years on the same thing, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna go and play a couple more games and see how this works out for me. Then he was like, man, this actually feels really nice. Like, this is broken actually too.
Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah, it was broken.
He was like, because he started doing with Daigo, he started doing the last second flash kick, which gave him Oki. Because I mean, on regular flash kick, if you anti-air, it would not give you Oki. So all of a sudden, guess what? Him sitting over there doing because you skip the entire the neutral position with the hitbox. So it helped you in that sense.
Oh yeah, and people tell me that shit broke.
Yeah, because especially when he had the broken hitbox. Well, it's like the SODC. I forgot what it stands for, but pretty much you can press left and right at the same time.
Yeah, that's broke. That's broke.
So that's what it was, the big issue with that. So he stopped using that, but he actually went to the real hitbox. So
I see.
So,
Nice.
but Daigo, he went through that, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be limited. That's me. I don't want to be limited by my input method. I was like, I'm gonna try everything because honestly, if I'm making an investment in this, I'm sitting over here, yo, I want to be the best that I can be at the end of the day. Like, I don't want to be limited by something I never tried before, because that's one of the things, even with life. I mean, if you're gonna do something, you might as well get like as much as you can out of it. So.
Right. When you said that too, I immediately thought as a kid, you might as well try it.
You might as well try. That was exactly what it was too. That was exactly it too.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I mean, I got nothing to lose because for right now I'm losing anyway. So I might as well see if I can try something new, and if I can bring something in that's new and fresh for me, then maybe I can make something work.
Right.
So,
now, how long was that transition for you though? Because that's not easy.
I went. So this was probably, I'll say 3. No. This is right after final round of last year. So this is like.
Was it? I thought it was like around CEO of last year.
It was CEO actually. Yeah. So because that's why I switched to Karen. So I switched from Mika to Karen. I switched during final round. And that was last year. So it was March last year, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, CEO's like around June. So it was
last
like
year?
June.
Okay.
It was like June.
Actually, I can probably even look that up eventually. But like I said, I think it was more than like not. Well, there was probably 9 months ago that I started on Hitbox. Transition, I'll say it's still ongoing, but when I start really feeling myself on it,
You be doing work with this thing, man. Like I'm telling you, like I'll be like, God dang, that dude pick up stuff fast, and that's why I admire the progression you had, because I'm like, man, this dude is like picking up, because like when it was you picking up Mika, picking up Karen, and now Zeku, even though Zeku is like pretty hard to pick up because you learning 2 characters, learning 2 different knockdown advantages, frame traps, all that stuff. So that's not easy to do.
it's not. And one of the things I'm not gonna lie that's helped me, I'm actually gonna be doing. It's kind of weird you caught me on this, but I'm gonna be doing like a little tutorial of how like that practice, like efficiency of practice.
Oh, that'd be good.
Because I mean, like again with the fighting games is more like martial arts or something that you get good. It's like school martial arts. You can be like a student of the game.
Right.
So how can you get better? Like you make more efficient time. So you make it some time to practice, and maybe it's like you got an hour, or maybe you even have like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. That small little time window, if you maximize the efficiency on that. And for me, it was like more of it's called a Pomodoro technique. So I make time boxes, and that was more of the, sir. Yeah, thank God, you don't want this. Get away from me. Get away from me.
I'm alive, right? Ooh, let's go. I was kind of robbed with that first one, but I keep fucked it up.
I was trying to get that dome piece. I'm not gonna lie.
It's alright.
But it's called a Pomodoro technique. I'm gonna make a little video about it, and like I said, it's about like maximizing the amount of effort of your time, and it's like eventually you like I said, if you have a very targeted goal in practice, you can apply this to anything. If you're trying to even like work out, or you're trying to get better at a certain thing, I highly recommend it.
Now you also too, what I've noticed too is that you also, like, even in the Discord me and you're in, and like before then, you actually be taking like almost daily notes or maybe weekly notes of your progress in like Street Fighter or anything you do, like, cause you do coding too, right? If I'm not mistaken, or programming or something.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna preface this right now.
Okay.
I'm not smart. I work hard. Like that's I really am. Like if there's a thing that people, I was almost like the Will Smith saying, like, I mean, you're gonna do things. You're probably smarter than me. You probably make something, like do something that's twice as fast as me or something like that. But I guarantee you probably you ain't with me shooting in the gym. So I'm gonna put it like that. Like that's my thing right there.
Shit. Damn, that reached from that far.
Oh yeah. So this right here is because of. Just like Dalian, one of our Shade Prince. The hurt box doesn't go out. Sade.
Shout out to Shade Prince.
Real talk. The hurt box doesn't go out before the hitbox, so it's really good on that one. You gonna hit me with the?
Oh, I gotta tell you something about that. So a lot of people don't know about that is that loses to 3-frame characters. So if you feeling bold, you can just mash your 3-frame. But you were
Right,
old
I'll keep
Zeku
that in
there,
mind.
so you can do shit. It would have counter
That's
hit
good to
you.
know.
Yeah, so there's that. And I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's pretty easy to block. If I do the light kick really late, then it's gonna stay on the same side. If I do it pretty early, it's gonna switch sides. So there's that.
Oh, sir. I said stop in the name of love.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, so yeah, like I said, with I guess with the learning in general, I mean, it does have like a little bit of a that sucks. It has a little bit of a thing with like the profession I'm in, but it's also like just like I say a hobby of mine, because I started writing a little bit and started getting just like if you get your thoughts out like in a different way, I mean, like I said, if you're gonna sit and do one thing, cool, but if you like spread out your get your feet away from me. If you spread your stuff out, your
I wasn't supposed to do the full follow-up. Yikes. But yeah, what were you saying?
It makes it better for me. Get that overhead out of here. Oh my God, even the overhead hit me. Jesus. Anyway.
Right.
Spread your attention away, and I think you have a little bit more like insight in yourself. So that's one of the things I'd be writing about. Even with a blog, I mean, you're doing the same thing that you're doing yesterday. I mean, that's like the definition of insanity, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
so you wanna continuously be like pinpointing, even if it's just like a small thing. You know, like, I need to get better on my anti-airs. I need to be doing this or whatever, and just like a little note, just like one thing.
That's something I need to adapt to, because it is interesting to see that too. Because when I can, I'll check out those SF5 rank notes you put up, and then that I think that GitHub link too you put on.
Ah, yeah. I think it's somewhere in here.
So
but yeah, it's even on my Twitter page. Like I said, just a small little blog of what what I'm doing. But again, it started the intro February. I'm looking at it now actually. February 9th, 2018. So it's been about 2 years now.
No, let me think of another. Oh, okay. So I got another question. So like, what are your goals with Street Fighter 5? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, are there any goals that you're trying to meet at all, by any chance?
Trying to be the best. So first we start out with the best of the city. Then we go to the state, and then we go to the country, and then we go global.
That's good. That's good. That's ambitious. You know what I mean? Because I used to want to be like that. Like, I used to want to be the best Nash in the world. Then I was like, damn, I'm actually lazy. Like, I don't feel like going labbing up in training mode, and you know what I'm saying? This situation and that, right? I'm like, I really wish online training mode was in this game. We were talking about this yesterday.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That would be so helpful, but you know, it is what it is. But I mean, like you said, hard work goes a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can definitely be the best if you keep up this work ethic that you have too.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to ask you. So real quick, also, where did you get your names from? Let's start with Butt Naked first.
So butt naked.
Yeah.
I got no shame. So if there's anything I'm gonna do,
okay,
I wanted to say that I'm gonna do it 100%. Like, it's not gonna be like, and not really feel bad about it. Like, I'm gonna do it. I mean, even if I mess up or something, like, I'm still gonna be like, I'm gonna get up, put my big boy pants on, and get up and keep it flowing. So there was no shame in my game. So it's everything hanging out. We let our shit hang around here.
We let that shit hang.
Just like that.
In this house,
just like that.
We let that thigh thing hang. God damn. You tripping? All right, you super tripping.
But yeah, so as far as that goes, like I said, for the reason why.
Open up shit. Huh?
No, get out of here. All right, so the reason why it was butt naked is like what I got a name from like very early on in like my life. So that was the whole butt naked thing.
So then you transitioned to Boomi. What's Boomi all about?
So everybody's been on this what's the name wave?
The Avatar.
So not even know the trend. Let's preface it like this.
Okay.
Butt naked was a name that was given to me. That was a slave name. Let me not put that. So butt naked was a name that was given to me, and everybody was like in the FGC had to like. They kind of like. They didn't give in their nickname, but that was like something that they owned. And I wanted something like I can own, not something that was like something that's part of my past. I was like, yo, let me just make something brand new and something that I enjoyed. So I did watch Avatar: Last Airbender, and one of the characters that resonated with me the most was Boomi.
Okay.
Yep. He's king of he's the king of the Earth Nation, and very steadfast. He's crazy as hell. He's almost like a Rafiki in a sense from what's the name?
Lion King.
The Lion King. And like I'm not gonna say anything about the whole wisdom or anything like that, but I'm about to say like the like the joy and just like trying new things and keeping like a child mentality so you can be able to
Anti-air sweet.
Yes. You like that?
You
like
be
that?
hitting
I know
those
you like
actually. Oh shit, what am I getting fucked up like? I'm gonna jump. Like, you ain't got the
Cross
cross
cuts.
Oh!
Oh boy, you coming over here. You coming over here.
Oh, I'll pass. Social distancing, though. Social distancing. What you gonna do?
I'm chilling.
Right,
Dude, I'm big chilling. I don't want none of that flame.
I'm gonna put you on chill. Damn, can you open up? Damn.
I'm not doing nothing.
I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna ask you. So is Avatar like one of your favorite shows or something? Like, is that your favorite like pastime?
Yeah, for the I would say it's one of my favorites. It's not my absolute favorite, but I'll say it was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Because Rugrats, I'm not gonna lie. If at the end of the day, like if anybody asks, Rugrats is my shit.
Rugrats.
The Rugrats.
Who is your favorite
show
character in
of all time.
Rugrats?
Oh, Tommy Pickles.
Tommy's funny.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone was talking about like Stu and like Grandpa and shit. Like, cause Grandpa, I'm not gonna lie, Grandpa, he was real too. So
Right.
So I'll give him with that. But for the most part, that's my favorite show. But recently it's been more of like the Avatar Last Airbender. So
Now, as far as Street Fighter goes, do you have a favorite player like you like that inspires you to keep playing or anything like that? Like,
so besides a generic, very generic, I'll say it's very generic. It's Daigo.
of course, everybody loves
Like, all right, cool, right?
That's a good.
I'll say the people that were in Alabama. So I'll say and it's not even like this is not being on anybody's dick or anything like that.
Right.
You've inspired me in your own way, so I appreciate you for even getting into the scene because I wouldn't be here one of the ways without you. So I appreciate your play and the way that you handle like the game and your mentality and things.
I appreciate it.
So that's shit actually worked. Shout outs to who?
Ouch.
Elias? Elias told me that?
Ouch.
Shout outs to Elias for with the V trigger activation because you can jump over it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
when you play
startup and
hand back.
recovery. For sure.
But anyway, so you Shade, like I said, the people that were at my local, I really do look up to. Like, I still look outside, but I still like come back to. It's almost like the roots, like the people that are around me.
I can admire that. I appreciate because I mean, in the reverse, like you and other players that's in our scene motivate me to keep playing and stuff like that. Because I'd be like, man, I gotta make sure we keep improving or whatever, and provide some kind of challenge. Because you know, trying to at least
talk. Especially right now, it's kind of hard to keep the motivation. But then you see people like, again, this is like, so even with reading, so Kito's writing his book, right? It's like this monologue kind of thing. And he's like, even with his first of 5 to like Tokito for Daigo, he was like, yo, I play this game every day, like even when nobody's around, like I'm still trying to get better, and like this is one of the things that still, like it still holds a place. So, I mean, and that's for anybody. I mean, even though, oh hell no, so I blocked those. Give me my. I dropped it.
I'll drop it.
Chill out.
I'll spin it.
We could have talked about that.
I'll spin it.
But anyway, yeah, it was like hard to keep the motivation up, especially times like this. But so that but even when counting that, outside of Alabama though,
yeah, like, do you have like any international players or renowned players, anything like that you like look up to, or maybe you want to play like in a 1st to 10 or something with?
Oh, Fudo for sure.
Fudo. Oh yeah, that was your first Empire, right? Because you was a big Miko fan, and
yes. So, I mean, like I said, we started Ryu, so it was more of the. I did watch Tokido a lot actually. Like when I was going on YouTube and searching all these names and things like that, it was Tokido. There was people that were like doing work with. There was people that was doing. Thank you. Woo! There's people doing work with Ryu, so. Fudo and Tokido were mainly people. Who else? My favorite player now though, I have to be the fanboy of Infectious because
Infectious.
he really, yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
y'all have similarities, like not just playing Zeku, but like mannerisms and definitely.
I can see that.
You know, Team Brown skin looking at.
Y'all
Y'all got the eyes too. Y'all got the eyes too, and and don't forget too, because you already know everybody compliments you on this. Y'all have the voice too. Y'all have the perfect narration.
Oh my god.
Voice.
Oh my god.
Acting voice or whatever.
Oh
like,
my
don't
god.
even get. Don't let me call Andrew up in here. You know that man legit. Like almost gets an erection off of that shit. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, man, you should pursue that if you can. Oh, you already knew it. You knew it. You knew it.
I do, man.
I didn't play you too many times.
Sometimes you can be
oh yikes! I'm about to get fucked up. Damn, I got scooped. I got scooped.
Oh, you've been backdashing for a while. But anyway,
I need to stop backdashing. That's my autopilot in me.
Yeah.
So I asked you about the players, and I asked you about your goals. Okay, so outside of FGC stuff, like outside of fighting games, like, do you have a hobby other than fighting games?
Oh yeah, your boy been biking lately.
Biking? Oh, you been cycling?
Your boy been cycling lately.
Okay.
Like
you
big
beat me
cycling.
2 games already? Hold up. Where's the Carfax? I thought we only played 2
What?
games.
Maybe it was from the.
It was when it was that test one. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, now we get cooked on my own stream that quick. God, dog. You know what? I'm gonna put some Nash up in here because we got some Nash fans up in here.
Awesome. Here we go with this.
But yeah, cycling.
Let's go back to our things here then. I got you.
Cycling.
So we've been cycling lately.
Okay.
That was for the most part. This has been like getting good at like I apply the same kind of like I guess like practice and like time and like effort instead of trying to, like I said, keep it moving, because with all the gyms being closed down, with everything happening nowadays, you got to be able to get outside and have a reset.
Right.
So lately, like I said, it's been more of like being outside for the most part.
No, that's real though. That's real. You gotta have that. You definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool for the most, like, it's cool to be doing games and stuff like that, and even with the YouTube videos and all shit, the YouTube videos and stuff like that. But you gotta be able to reset, and that actually comes from a little bit from what's his name. So I was born in Germany, right? And for the summers, instead of going to like camps and stuff like that, where everybody went to summer camps, like I would be in the middle of the woods with my aunt, and she was like so smart. Like she was the one that was like, take me on a 10-minute walk, but made it like a 30-minute walk because of all the stuff that she told me that you can make keys out of, like all the bugs that were involved in what was going on, like the types of bugs and stuff like that. So like,
how long did you live in Germany?
How long I lived there? So in the very beginning, it was like I grew up there for about a year, and then I came over here and I visited every single summer ever since.
Oh, okay. So, how's Germany? Did you like Germany when you lived there?
Oh, everybody should have everybody should have the experience of especially if you can do a Euro trip. I highly recommend it. Just a little different pace of life.
Yeah, I used to. I went there for 2 weeks for the Air Force, and it was good. Them Hefeweizens, them things.
Oh yeah, them things that mess you up, bro.
Yeah, they will. Like I had my first German beer, and I was like, boy, I'm like, there was like one of those was like almost like 2 6-packs of some regular commercial shit in the States. You know what I'm saying? That shit put me on my ass, boy. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, I'm so loud. Be careful.
Yes,
nice.
Thank God.
I was looking for a crush counter.
Yeah, that thing will mess you up. But
go ahead.
What's that? No, go ahead.
Since you lived in Germany for a minute, like, is that your favorite kind of food? German food? Like, that's what you like?
Oh nah, bro.
What's your favorite?
Jamaican food is my shit.
Oh yeah, you do like
Jamaican food is my jam. You don't even. Oh my god. Don't look. The jerk chicken, the cabbage, and then what else? Dumplings and stuff like that. Like if I can eat one food, I think it'll be Jamaican food.
Well, how'd you get put on that? Like your parents put you on, or you were just randomly?
So, being in Florida.
Oh, so you used to live in Florida?
Yes. So I
what
grew
part?
Up in Florida. Orlando. So right in the middle. So it was like the melting pot, like right where all the damn. I'm getting
I mean, this is kind of tough for Ryu, but yeah.
I would say this one I think is a little bit more even than what people say.
I feel like it is even. It's just sometimes,
especially with the parry. You were talking about the parry.
Yeah,
been doing the parry
I can kind of make Ryu kind of like work though, because I can you throwing all them fireballs and I'm just getting V trigger, you know. And like the difference between the Gil and Ryu matchup is that I get V trigger with Nash and I can punish you full screen with a projectile if you throw a projectile out. Gil is still sitting in that same ass spot. Even though he's getting V trigger, like you're not scared of Gil, you know what I mean, getting V trigger. Like everybody says, like, yo, the parry, Taj, like it should be super strong, right? But it's like, what's good to parry if I can't get in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That makes perfect sense. That's why I feel bad for it sometimes. I'm like, oh, then other times I'm sitting there like, dang, I'm getting cooked.
Right.
He needs less.
So since you used to live in Orlando, did you ever go to any CEOs prior to last year?
I did not. This is my first time getting into fighting games. Really.
Oh yeah, because you weren't like really into fighting games when you lived there, right?
No. I wish I was more often because again, like stuff like if you're on Smug Stream, you see his intro as like a subscriber message. I think it's funny. So, but yeah, I'll say that's my first time. But living in Orlando, being a melting pot. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Being a melting pot for the most part. I had to get taken care of by Hawaiians. My family were, because my mom and dad, they worked like 2 jobs and all that good stuff. So I was growing up in an apartment complex and everybody know everybody and stuff like that.
That's not
yeah, so getting taken care of by the Jamaicans, getting care the Hawaiians and stuff like. Oh crap. Getting taken care of by Hawaiians probably one day.
Diversity.
Yes, there was a lot of diversity in my little neighborhood because again, we lived right like 2 miles of SeaWorld, but there was a whole bunch of people just like coming to visit.
Right.
So that was like where I got my you gonna take it? So that's where I got my love for Jamaican food from the Jamaican lady. That was like one of the like best times.
Now,
nice.
Obviously, I guess you kind of like dealt with a little culture shock from moving from Florida to where we are in Alabama, right? Because I mean, it's diverse a little bit in Huntsville, but obviously not as diverse as Orlando.
So the culture, I'll say a little bit because so half the summer I visited Germany and half the summer I visited Alabama. Yeah. Because my other side of the family, my dad's from Alabama, my mom's from Germany. So that was another thing. So I had a little bit of a taste of what was coming over here, but you don't know it's somewhere until you live there, really.
I got you.
So,
round 1, fight.
Right. Okay.
Round 2, fight.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, he like me. Thank the Lord, boy. I could never. It's -3. Yeah, same as this. And yo 3 frame I'm sure can't reach anyway. Does that work? Oh, that's lame. Buff Nash, please. Buff Nash. Don't do it. Okay, I was ready for that one. Right. Give me a moment real quick. Let me see if I need to fix something real quick. Give me a moment. I'm gonna try something real quick.
It's go time.
All right, let me make sure everything sounds good because we're having some technical difficulties here.
All right then.
Looks good. No, let me see.
Hold on, let's start the rap the songs again. So in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Right.
On the playground is where I spend most of my days,
Tell
chilling
me.
out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, all shoes, and b-ball outside of school with a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight. My mom got scared. Say,
Okay.
"What your auntie and uncle in Bel Air?"
Okay. All right. Cool.
We good?
Cool. We Gucci now.
All
We
right, cool.
Gucci. Thank y'all for the skit. Thank you for the skip, Jeffrey. Now,
Now you good.
I think I pretty much asked like all of the questions I wanted to ask you. Let me think real quick. Well, matter of fact, do you have any questions for me?
What got you into fighting games?
Got me into fighting games. That's a good ass question. I'm pretty sure I was like 6 or 7, and that was like the only thing to do was play. I can't remember the first fighting game I played. It was either Tekken 2 or Street Fighter 2, but ever since then, I was a kid. I was hooked because the whole thing was about beating the grown folks when you like 7 or 8. So that shit was addictive to me, right? It was like, you can't be college, what? And then the older folks get mad, right? Because they lose to them 8-year-old or whatever. And so there's that. But yeah, that's how I got into fighting games. Matter of fact, okay, I think I asked pretty much the question I want to ask you, but I want to give the floor to the subscribers first, and then any other followers after that. Once we get the subscribers out the way, followers can also ask. And then for the people that's tuning in right now, what's unique about this podcast talk show, like I talked about earlier, is that also whenever I have a guest on here, I made a lounge for a reason, because if any of the you guys want to play against the guests of the week, month, whatever, it's open to you guys. So I have 2 slots, I believe. Obviously, the subscribers get first dibs first, and then once we get the subscribers out the way, then we'll, try to get followers if we have the time to. So, first of all, I want to give the floor to any of the subscribers right now that got any questions for Boomi. I'm sure y'all ran into him on Ranked, or I'm sure you met him in person at tournaments. I know Anthony Zano, JSK Zano, he definitely met you before. Who else?
Squad.
Yeah, you pretty much got
Zano's in here.
Yeah, Zano. Shout out to Zano. Lozano.
Lozano.
All right.
Oh, nice bait. I was actually trying to.
Now this match, I would honestly say you should definitely just zone me out and try to parry, because I can't really have a fireball war with you, because my fireballs take like a good little bit to recover. You know that? And,
that makes sense.
Yeah, once you establish your fireball game, you can kind of play it like Sagat and Ryu a little, or Sagat and Guile a little bit.
Right.
Damn, can you open up shit? Oh fuck.
Actually 3 frames with that.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, who's your favorite Ryu player?
My favorite Ryu player? Oh, I'll say right now it is Just Fog.
Just Fog? I can dig
Just Fog is one of my favorite Ryu players, period. I watched him a ton. Oh, crap.
Good shit. Well, let that thing
Just Fog Ryu is really good. AM Kid is also somebody that I actually highly advocate watching as well, because he has a very student mindset for this game. So I would say he actually helped me a lot too.
Oh really? Like he helped you like what's the word I'm looking for? Like unintentionally, or did you get like to go face to face with him or something? Like how that work?
Oh no. So it was unintentionally for the most part. Oh, that didn't cross up. Yeah, right. So unintentionally, I'll be in the stream sometime. Like even right now. So me and him play now, but I'm using Zeku, but it's still like a whole bunch of like I said, a lot of Ryu play I'm still seeing.
Right.
So
where is Just Fog at? What country is that?
He's Japan.
Oh, Japan. Okay. Nice. Ooh, that's a hell of a player.
I love I love Mature's TV. That's his videos.
Oh, Mature.
I'm not gonna lie, his videos have me like, if there's anything in this world that could put me in a good mood, it's Mature's videos. Like, dumb things be killing. I be crying laughing, bro.
Right.
Like, Mature TV. Shout out to that dude right there. But,
so, look like you got a question in the chat. CakerDef87 says, "What is your favorite fighting game?"
My favorite fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, you know what? We're gonna say Street Fighter 5.
Okay. Now go ahead and tell the people why.
So this is the one that I seriously took. Like, I took to heart. Like, there was like a Smash Brothers that I played before.
Mm-hmm.
There was like communities that I got into, but there was not anything like Street Fighter really.
Now explain that. What you mean like Street Fighter?
So the Street Fighter community, there's one that actually kind of cared really, because even with Tekken people, I'm not gonna put down any communities really, but for the most part, that's how I was exposed to like a lot of the stuff here, and all the times I was able to travel and just like to meet cool ass people, and even we would go to see Bonchan or like eating Korean barbecue and stuff like that.
Right.
I never had an opportunity. Much like when I was exposed to Street Fighter 5, really. So that was like one of the things. Because even the Street Fighter 4 days, I watched, because I loved watching Street Fighter 4.
Oh, that's
I didn't
cool.
take it seriously because I watched Excellent Adventures and everything too.
Right.
Boy, I brought.
Oh.
Damn.
Right.
There was like a whole bunch of like a period of time that I really enjoyed Street Fighter 4. But yeah, or even just watching, like I said, the Daigo period. Everybody loved the Evo moment.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't really fathom what was going on.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people don't, honestly, either. Like, you have to explain it to them, and they still don't do it. So I feel like sometimes you just have to play. Ooh, I did not need to do that shit. Damn, maybe Rising Dragon was right. In other news.
But yeah, as far as as far as like the favorite fighting game, I'm gonna give mine to Street Fighter 5.
I can dig it. It's definitely one of my favorite fighting games for sure. So it's just like you said, the freaking community, you know what I mean, and the experiences that we've have freaking experienced. Oh crap! I thought I was counting here. Those are like unforgettable experiences. Like, I met a lot of people through this game. You know what I'm saying? So I like it a lot. I mean, this game is pretty much inspired what we're doing right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think I would have ever done it with any other game, because I used to be a Tekken player. You know what I mean? And then I just could, like, once I found out how you're supposed to play Tekken competitively, I was like, I'm not at that level. Because remember, I told you I was lazy earlier. And when I found out, like, damn, you gotta like know all these strings, you gotta know when to duck, when to side step, how you gonna get up, you know what I'm saying? And is this plus, is this negative, is this space trap, Korean backdashing, all this stuff. And I was like, bro, I'm just trying to play. I ain't trying to learn all this shit. But it is kind of like an art to see Tekken play, like good Tekken players play. I will say that. And they did a really good job with Tekken 7, like making it easier as a spectator, because like some tournaments, like Tekken 2 or Tekken Tag 2, like I would fall asleep sometimes watching them damn tournaments. But now that Tekken has like the slow mo and the clash and all kind of hype movements and stuff, the supers and all that, it's like, okay, like you can actually like stay engaged in Tekken. So I definitely feel you on that. And I mean, Street Fighter 2, like, the same way, like Street Fighter 5, like, I mean, this game's explosive, It's definitely got a mixed reception, but like as a spectator, like, even though, there was a super huge mixed reception between CPT yesterday where Mendrick won.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Like,
can we talk about that?
Yeah, we gonna definitely talk about that for sure. Oh shoot.
I can do actually 3. All right, I remember.
Yeah, you could have 3-framed that actually. That was definitely something. Like, first of all, we're going to say, like, I was looking at the stream, like the viewers, and it had like 20,000 viewers.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
20,000 people for that.
Right. And then of course too, I'm like, for people that don't like the game like that, like, damn, we stay with some viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I've never seen Street Fighter 5 with some low numbers as far as viewership goes on Twitch and anything like that.
I agree.
Yeah. Matter of fact, too, because you actually mentioned something that I meant to talk about earlier, but you mentioned that you used to play Smash, right? So a lot of people don't know this story, but for people that don't know, Jeffrey is actually, and it's part of my fault too, but Jeffrey is the reason why I played Ken that whole month. That whole month of playing Ken, and I had a daily log on Twitter. Yeah, that was an interesting time. So you want to tell them about that by any chance?
I had to liberate you. I felt yes, I had to liberate because nobody was gonna push you to Twitch for a second. Like I wanted you to have some cheese because as far as with Nash, like I saw you, Nash needs buffs, Nash needs this, Nash needs that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Nash needs a lot of stuff, especially when Zeku got. So I was looking at it when Zeku got 2 activations on his V-Trigger. I was like, that's something that Nash could probably benefit from.
Right.
I don't know why he had like it was just I can see a lot of your points, and especially since in our scene we had like a very strong Chun-Li player, and it was like 10-0 matchup.
10-0 matchup. Chun-Li versus freaking season 2. Yeah.
So I found out that you had a love for Ken back in the day, and I was like, you know what? Ken has this EX Tatsu that's +2. That's kind of like there's a lot of things you can do with it. He had a couple of other things that were like it was something that you could use to advantage. So yeah, let's get you in some plus situations. Let's see what you can do there. Right when we had that, I challenged you to a 1st to 5. I was like, man, if I beat you in the 1st to 5, you gotta play somebody.
I think I challenged you actually because what it was is that the new Smash game was the one that's on the Switch. And you talking about like how hyped you were. I was like, man, I don't know what freaking like drives me to like challenge you, but I was like, man, I'll beat you in the 1st
you thought
to
you were
5.
Kirkman, boy, you ain't gonna.
I mean, I did get like what 2 games off of you.
Oh my god!
With someone that don't play Smash, and you kind of like was playing Smash.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I wasn't joking. I wasn't being serious. But anyway, for those 2 games especially. So other than that, I'm glad I liberated you a little bit because you needed some reason, and I'm glad we found it to get off of Nash for 2 seconds.
Right.
So right when that happened though, it was not good because
they nerfed him. They nerfed him. That was season 4, right? Was it season 4? Yo, season 4. It was season 4.
Ken got
and they nerfed his overhead. They nerfed his I think his heavy kick. Oh shit! I thought I had. They nerfed his I forgot what else they nerfed, but yeah, it was whack. It was whack with it.
It was very bad. It was not a good time for anybody there.
Right. But you know, it is what it is. Y'all can check out that tweet of like I had a daily log of me playing Ken for a month, and it was nasty. Because Nash actually got some buffs a little bit with V-Trigger 2, because I'm like one of the only V-Trigger 2 players, and sure enough, oh shit, I thought you grabbed or whatever. But yeah, I was super excited to play V-Trigger 2 Nash, and then only just to freaking lose with that bet we had, and then had to play Ken for a month. So
honestly, you didn't follow through because I remember you were. It was almost like the little kid that was just like trying to sneak a bar of candy before bed. I saw you at tournament. I gotta play now.
I mean, that was offline. I didn't agree that I was gonna play Ken entirely. I didn't say all that.
Hey, Tom, what you doing?
I didn't say all that. No. I didn't say all that. I just
saw your face like, what?
I would have. And my Ken was toxic. Like I was DPing all over the place. So does that.
I mean, shit, you gotta let it hang sometimes. You already know that.
So we pretty much got to know you from this episode here. Does anybody else got any questions for Boomi before we start doing invites? Like anybody that's a subscriber gets first dibs. So if you want to come in, if you're a subscriber, I'll tell you what the passcode is in the chat, and you can join that way. Ooh, yikes. Oh shoot. Ooh. Oh.
What you got?
Ooh, oh dang, they traded. That was a GameStop trade. God dog, cuz. I need to stop burning my V-Trigger. I'll be burning that shit.
Keep on using it. Oh, that didn't go to that side. Alright.
Ooh, nice activation. Nice.
Okay.
I get too antsy when I put somebody on fire because I be like, I only got 10 seconds to land my next hit, and I can't get hit.
All right.
Well, ice, I'm kind of chill. Damn. That was no pun intended, obviously. Ooh, yikes.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
This is an interesting question. So Caker asked another question. Caker says, "Can Boomi tell us something surprising about Taj?" And go ahead and let him have it too. Let him have it because I don't get embarrassed. So go ahead.
Something surprising?
Like something people don't know about me.
I gotta think about that one for a second.
All right, go ahead. To give you time, we got time. We got 87 on this clock, and hopefully, if I win, then we got like 2 more games.
Surprising. Oh snap!
I should have crouched first. I'm a goofball. I need to be optimal.
Oh boy, don't put me on fire. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't do it. Oh my god. Let me talk about this. We still going.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Be
take
careful.
it, Rab. Something surprising. I mean, everybody know you love titties. I mean, shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, somewhat. A lot of people don't know that because I'm an angel on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm an angel in person, so a lot of people don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, something surprising.
I'm actually trying to think of something too. Actually, like, what is?
I don't know, cause everybody know everything about it. It's not like something.
Everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You let
song.
it. We're talking about like letting it all hang out, like.
Yeah, we let it hang in this house. I'm trying to think of like past like times we done been out to a restaurant or place. we went flying or something. Well, I feel like it was something funny that happened when we were flying together, a CEO or whatever. Like,
Where we at?
I don't know why. Didn't he talk to
No,
somebody?
because the only thing that you did was make friends with that one lady, and I'm saying,
Oh yeah,
like,
she
how
did
the
talk
hell?
to me. She was nice.
That was your boo.
Nah,
Don't try me
she
like that.
wasn't.
That was your boo.
She
Like
was
you
like a whole
oh my
ass-
god, this guy right
Not
here.
even.
I was like, man, come on now. Like, how long do y'all talk? Y'all just sitting over there for the longest time.
So Sade Prince, the subscribers get first dibs first. So I'm gonna again give the floor to subscribers. If y'all trying to get in this battle lounge with us, then you guys get first dibs. You guys get first dibs. If you're trying to come in, let me know. If not, then me and Boomi will just keep, cooking each other to death. Or we'll let the viewers start getting invites. But I don't know, subscribers might be a little scared. They might see these 2 whack-ass Master Rank players. You know what I'm saying? Master Rank will be really like super platinum. No,
I gave a gold. I'm still
you said gold, I'm done.
I'm still gold.
I mean, I used to be Grandmaster back in the day until I picked Gil and lost all my points.
Right. So how do you feel about that? So you brought up an interesting point yesterday. You're like, points don't matter, or people say points don't matter. But what do you think? Especially since that Capcom CPT, there was nobody other like Ultimate Grandmaster.
Right, that was the trend. Like, everybody was talking about like, oh, random so-and-so's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But all you saw in top 8 was Ultimate Grandmasters, Warlords, and probably like 1 Grandmaster or something like that. And yeah, that's all you saw. But I mean, as far as points go, they don't totally represent skill. But I mean, to get Warlord, everybody can get Warlord or Grandmaster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that takes consistency. But some people got different recipes. Like maybe you rank. Ooh, that was a good ass parry. Maybe like people one and done or something and get points. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they blacklist a bunch of people that they lose to. We don't know the recipe.
Yeah.
I know. I pretty much run it back with everybody, which is kind of goofy on my part because it'll be that one diamond that'll take like 150 points just from that one losing match, and I'm like, God, oh, CFN is cruel, dog. Because pretty much Street Fighter 5, Capcom's telling you like, bro, if you master rank, you shouldn't be losing a diamond. So that's why you lost out on points. I'm like, shit. This game.
I remember last or before. Like I think it was like season 2 or something like that. Like people, overhead. People would lose like something like 200 points or something like that, and they would only gain certain amount. Like it was much more cutthroat back in the day.
Right.
which I didn't live through that time, so.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I was just like, if it was season 2, I was just trying to get the diamond, and my ass was platinum with Nash. Like, didn't know what I was doing because I was Mariah carried by season 1 Gil. I mean, not Gil, Nash. Like, I'm a goofball. I didn't do ice. I'm trash. Shoot.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm good. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
How can we make this work?
Yeah, how can you make this work? Because I'm about to... Y'all want some Frito-Lays? Y'all want barbecue? Y'all want Ruffles? Because we might chip over here. We might have to Frito-Lay. Nah, we Gucci. The fuck?
Oh!
Social distancing. Social distancing. Social distancing.
The only thing I can say about rank, which even on the rank notes, like I treat it as a car. Like, oh, what the?
Maybe Rise and Dragon was right.
Anyway, as far as like with the points go, it can be like a car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you have Warlords. I see them. They can be Ferraris. So for the most part, like they're like an upgraded car. But then you have your rookie ranks, which that can definitely be like your first hoopty. Like. And depending on the course or the track or if you challenging them to a race, on most days, we're gonna try to do something about that. On most days, the Ferrari's gonna win.
I got you. Yeah, most days. Maybe they get low on gas one day or need an oil change.
Ain't no gas.
Day.
Oh, nice. There was no gas in the tank one day. There was no. It was raining, and then the conditions, something happened with the road or something like that. Somebody got a pothole. So,
right.
But you're still gonna see mainly, the mainly is gonna happen. Shit. You gonna wake up Super? Oh shit.
I'm good. Thank you.
You could've woke up Super.
Ooh.
Okay.
You get hit. Oh. This is final game. Well, last round. Oh yeah, last round. Shit. Oh, you tripping? You tripping?
I thought I could do it.
You really like. What you did was you opened the one book of Daigo's the world to keep on winning, and you was like, I feel it in my heart. I should be period. And I'm like, bro, 11 seconds. I'm trying to bait. I had that fishing rod, and it's like, okay, that's my flaw though. I bait too many DPs. I let too many teams to turn back. Man,
gotta establish the dominance. You gotta make them think. You gotta stop the pressure every once in a while.
Okay, I'm gonna put the stuff in the chat and see if anybody wants to join.
All good.
On that. But yeah, this is the first episode of, how do you greet somebody? Like how do you greet people? What do you say? What's your catchphrase?
My catchphrase? Usually especially if we're doing like a casual match and we just meet, like we just like come in contact. Like, hey yo, much love. Yo, I'm Boomi. So I start a conversation with much love. It might be too much,
right.
but we ain't afraid to show no love out here. So I'll be like, hey yo, much love. What's going on? So that's kind of like my little, I guess you say, my catchphrase.
Okay. Yeah, I say yo, pop, and what it is, stuff like that. Real quick. So CPT yesterday, how you feeling about that?
I think it was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
I
you're
personally think
you're built like a beanbag.
I mean, everybody has very good points. So, at the end of the day, I think people shouldn't have quit like the way they should. But I mean, I think it's understandable, which I'm hoping this also, like, this is because people are treating like the item like some kind of martyr. Which, I mean, it's, at the end of the day, if people around the world see, yo, this man can't even play in the game, and I mean, do something about the netcode kind of thing, because there's people over the past couple of like months, even the community is putting out patches for their netcode, so they're submitting code, and then all of a sudden Capcom gets these like ideas, and then they say, all right, let's cancel that, let's stop all that progression going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, at one point, I'm hoping it gives you like an insight to fix everything. But the other point, I'm sitting there like, well, maybe not. Maybe it's just like them being salty. So
yeah, I really hope they take notes, but ain't looking
Is that
too
Shade?
good.
Oh my
We'll
God.
see. Yeah, the final boss came. So
The
we got our
final
first person viewer in the chat that wanted to play.
All right.
So you're gonna play our best Chun-Li in Alabama. So I'll just say a couple notes about them. This is my cousin Shade Prince. I love him to death. He is definitely our best player in our scene. We're both in Huntsville, Alabama. Chun-Li loyalist. Been playing Chun-Li in every Street Fighter game. He also likes Jury too as well. He likes to rush down. That's his game. He loves rushing down. He's like really aggressive. He likes aggressive games. He likes Blaze Blue. He's starting to like Eunice now, which I'm glad he's messing with other games now, which is really good for him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be Ultimate Grandmaster. I think he's been getting points on that too. But what else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, Smug highlighted him on YouTube. It's like this Chun-Li's OD. And you're going to see that we're probably going to be Shade Prince's biggest fans. Oh, he said he played neutral. Yeah. In other news.
All right.
So I'm going to kind of like, probably commentate the match a little bit. Probably if y'all got any questions, let us know. I see all y'all in the chat. I appreciate y'all supporting. This is the first episode of the talk show / podcast known as Yooooo. That's my name for the title, but you can call it whatever you want, because at the end of the day, the show is called whatever greeting that you greet people with. So you can be like, oh, I'm listening or watching What's Poppin', or K Pasta, or What's Up, or what the deal is, what's good. That's the name of the talk show. It's all to y'all. It's your show at the end of the day. This is something I came up with because I noticed with podcasts, like, it's kind of hard to stay engaged because all you're doing is listening, and you might be trying to multitask. With this, you get to watch us play. You get to see raw content because this isn't scheduled. I mean, the only thing that was scheduled about this was a date, but all this is live stream right now. So, hell, you might see me have to take the trash out or something like that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Or use the bathroom. That's it. But yeah, cook this straw, bro. Listen to this. Look, you try to play with your. So I also trash talk my cousin a lot too. Actually, I trash talk my cousin so much. So y'all gonna see me talk a lot of stuff about Shade Prince easily. Let's go, Boomi.
This
girl,
guy,
what you doing?
So he's been. Oh, poor guy.
What happened? Cook his ass.
So he's been trying to do a little bit more Jury lately.
Yeah, I can see it. It's good to have two characters. Like in Championship Edition, like you should definitely have two characters.
Oh yes.
Like it's definitely
wholeheartedly.
there's too many characters in this game to not have like a secondary, and you particularly, you got a good little arsenal. You got a Karen, a Ryu, a Mika, and a Zeku. That's fine.
Yeah. So like I said, my take on it, especially. With this being like a game that is a little bit lower in the skill, the execution wise, like I feel like it was good, like to be able to understand a little bit more. So getting different characters and arsenal, like I think Rob TV put it the best. He was like, especially like somewhere in the lower ranks, like the lower ranks, they can do the same combos that you do. Like there's nothing separating you. Like the character wise, there's nothing separating you. The only thing separating you is like the decision that you're making with the character. So you can easily learn the character, like learn the combos, learn their flowchart routes.
Right.
But like at the highest level, that's where it's like it's very. Oh, I gotta say about that. It's very character based. So I would say like the matchups and stuff like that. If you losing one, people switching the other. You see Knuckle Dude counter picking with people all the time now.
Yeah. Is there any other characters you think you would pick up by any chance?
I'm waiting for the new characters to come out.
Okay. No, like there's nobody in the current cast that you want to mess with at all.
I kind of want to learn Nikali.
Nikali, I can see. I mean,
he's another kid.
Just like Infectious, you can have that.
It's just like Infectious, but he was the one that in the very beginning it was like, well, he has every single move. Like he has a charge, he has a command grab, he has a DP. Like there's a lot of things that he can do. What is this dude?
Okay. You gonna cook them? Or you gonna chip? Where's the Frito-Lays? I need to see the Frito-Lays.
I mean, I tried to chip a long time ago.
Oh, he got you before you got him. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at this Galaxy Brain Jury. This is Dalian. This is my little cousin. He's definitely capable of being sponsored. I'm not sure if that's what he's trying to do still, because I mean,
You need to get stream going.
We definitely need to get that going. Hold on, did she have? Oh, I thought I saw something else. Let's see. Oh, so do you have like any favorite players in America at all? Like that are like pro players for Street Fighter 5? Like we're now like
Pro
everybody
players?
knows.
That not everybody knows.
Oh no, that everybody does know of her.
Oh, that everybody does know. If you're talking about like, do I have a specific person now? Especially I'm on YouTube, like watching their gameplay.
Or like if you're like, say like if you're watching a tournament, like you're at I don't know final round, or you're watching a CPT tournament via Twitch, who is the person you look for and like root for and like want to win the tournament on the East Coast, in the North, in America?
In America, yeah, right. American wise, I say a lot of people from New York, of course. So I never really looked at Idom, but like looking at him now, like this kind of decisions and things like he's making, like I said, he's playing more confident. So I do look at the Idom. I look at Brian F. I do also look at. I look at him for a really long time.
Yeah, Brian F.
So
man, like
Brian F. I didn't know Knuckle Dude for the longest because, well, I didn't know him in Street Fighter 5 because he won Capcom Cup in 2016. I know that for sure.
Right.
But I knew him more toward the like the trolling efforts in Street Fighter 4. So I'll say that I didn't look at him before, but like the way that he picks characters, like how he's trying to counterpick somebody.
Okay.
Like how he's trying to do that. So I'll look at Idom or Knuckle Dude for that kind of sense.
Yeah, he's definitely like he's got a strategy, you know. Because I remember, I remember that you know, his whole thing with teabagging is supposed to be a mind game, and then obviously he has a character for you know, a player. Like for instance, he'll counterpick Bonchan with like Mika or Guile or something like that. You know what I mean? And then you know, he'll counterpick Urians with Cammy. Oh, did you hit? Oh my God! I thought that was dang. That was Galaxy Brain. I'm sorry that didn't work in your favor.
That's all good.
You can get him. You can get him. Go ahead. Oh yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. You never will be. No.
Yeah, right.
Let's go. That doesn't hit. Dang, I thought it was gonna go over.
I thought it was a jump.
Oh, but if you did, oh, you didn't have meter, but if you did the EX Jokero, it would have worked, right?
Yeah,
it's projectile.
Yep.
Damn. Freaking injury.
I do like Mandrake.
Mandrake. Shout out to the boy.
Yes. So a lot of people from the Dominican Republic actually do watch as well. Besides Mandrake, there's a guy online that I met. It's not Bushin Master. I think it is Bushin Master RD.
Oh, I think I do. I think I did run into him a couple times.
Yeah, so he's actually a really good Zeku player. So I look at his tech.
Right.
Like there's a couple of like things that he does that is very unique to like Dominican Republic style of play. And didn't you go to the Game Over? So
yeah, I went to Game Over. That was very like Mandrake is the whole reason I went to Game Over, because I had first met Mandrake at final round of 2019, and I was like, yo, Mandrake, I was like, hey man, how's Game Over? I'd like to go there. He's like, man, you should totally go. You should totally go. He's like, if you go, you know, we'll show you around and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then sure enough, me and him split an Airbnb, and this man took me everywhere. He was my tour guide, best tour guide ever. Like, I got to meet some of his family. They grilled out and stuff like that. Mind you, this is during the time where all the U.S. tourists were like, you know, ending up dead or very sick. You know what I mean? Because of what was going on over there. And so everybody's like, Taj, don't go. So I'm like, listen, I already bought my ticket. If I die, I die. At this point in hell. Because, I mean, I'm trying to party. And I'm also just spent like $600 on the flight. So I'm like, I'm not trying to like, I can't even refund it. So it wasn't even a thing. So went over there, got to meet Kaba, got to meet Mena, got to see where their local was. It definitely was it definitely made me appreciate more what we have here in the States, because they definitely, like, that's definitely poverty over there. Like, you see that shit over there. And like, for instance, I've never had somebody like offer to clean my shoes for me, and dude clean that shit like they were brand new afterwards. You know what I mean? But it made me more humble. I always tell this story about the Dominican Republic fighting game community. The power went out randomly over at their local. Probably within like 10 minutes, they had a generator ready, and they turned the power back on, and they started streaming. They started getting the locals back up, and I got to play some people from Costa Rica there. I got to play Crossover. Shout out to Crossover, that's the homie. And other people in the local there was like a local Nikali. And then what was super crazy is like you would have thought that the local was a major, because I think it was Hochi and Kaba playing, and they were all screaming like it was a major. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy.
Suave.
They was wilding out there. So I love the community over there. I actually drunk some out there because I'm like, man, listen, there ain't no way all these folks are drinking and they ain't getting sick. Right. So I was like, I'm about to drink too. So I took a risk. First of all, the best beer I ever tasted is the El Presidente. That's just like drinking like, I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like heaven's water. I'm gonna say that. That's what it tasted like. Like if heaven has water up there,
yeah,
it made me feel like a brand new person. And you drink it like water. Like that's what's crazy. It's so good. It's quenching. But yeah, that's how that was. Oh, did you chip him? Nah.
Wow, I missed the last hit.
Damn. And Shade Prince takes it. El Presidente. Yes, that's what they talking about in the chat.
Were you lit?
Yeah, that was just popping. I ain't gonna lie, like it was a bunch of us there. Like Knuckle Dude was there too. He was like, Todd, are you seriously about to drink? Because it was going. I was like, listen, man, if I die, I die, because this shit's good.
Damn.
But you know, it is what it is. Let me think. What else? Oh, he's talking about moving to the States. Is anybody else wants to join the chat before I try to take on this final boss of a player real quick? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play, but if y'all want to join the queue, then come through on that 2012. I'm trying to think of anything else that's going on. So we talked about CPT. We talked about hobbies and stuff. Oh, how you been dealing with this quarantine?
A lot of biking and meditation. So we turning it on the inside now because not being able to go out, I mean, you can get stir crazy. Right,
especially when everybody's talking about like, are y'all going to local jet? But I mean, I see stuff on the news all the time about how corona cases have gone up, and I'm paranoid at this point. I'm not even gonna lie. So, and I got family that I don't want to get the stuff from, so I already have to work too. So I'm already, even though I have mask and I'm social distancing, you're still at risk. So I'm having to work and come back home, and then potentially like people are inviting me to go to locals. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I've been trying to the same way. I mean, for the most part, the thing that would get me is like if I had it like the the ones that didn't show any symptoms or anything like that, and then I go around my grandma.
Exactly, they're gonna get hit hard.
I'm like, I couldn't be pretty much live myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
I mean,
so
I
try
know
to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I know we're playing online, but you know, I know people get frustrated, but you know.
But yeah, I've been, like I said, lucky enough for lack of a better term, been blessed because I didn't have to get hit by like losing a job or losing a house or anything like that, like a place to stay.
So are you considered an essential worker?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like but one of the most things is like just like I said, there's more of I'm grateful because there's people I can help in other ways to help other people. That's what I've been using. That's what I've been using. Like, I mean, some people just sit out here and like collect it and do all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really need that. Like everybody else doing,
buying a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, buying a whole lot of stuff and doing all this and like trying to stock up and act like it's a world.
Exactly.
But yeah, just trying to make sure everybody else is good. Like I said, my family,
right,
and all that kind of stuff. So
that's good. That's definitely selfless of you, and I like that because I mean, Especially during this time, like when people ain't got. Damn, what a conversion! Get the hell off me, by the way. Social distancing, Dalian. Get the hell away from me. Man, I dare you to jump with your goofy ass. Hold on. I know I'm about to answer this question. That frame trap? Yikes. Get the. Oh! It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Look at this kid right here. Look at him.
Watch this.
Wait, how'd I point at you? Look at this man right here. Look at him.
Get the fuck back, Dalian. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now this is Boomi. This is Boomi. He kind of looked like Mandrake, but no, this is Boomi.
This is Mandrake. Dang.
Alright, Chad said, "Is this Mandrake?"
I'm not that beautiful. I'm
Alright,
not that beautiful.
yeah, Mandrake's beautiful, man. Shout out to Mandrake. That man, when I was out there, I ain't trying to expose him nothing, but when I was in the DR, boy, that boy had them ladies on him, boy. I hope his mama ain't watching. She'd be like, no. But yeah, get stop jumping at me. I'm gonna hit you with oh. Please DP. You know you want to. Can you like? What are you doing? Okay. Oh, that was clean. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually clean. But you need to get the fuck.
He's been
out
putting
of
up, so I think he's getting a lot better with the jury.
Oh, I think so too.
He's starting to pick him up, but he doesn't like.
Oh
playing,
my god.
Like, he doesn't like playing.
I'm done. Can you get the away from me?
Yeah.
Damn. God, dog. God, dog. Social distancing, Dalian. Jeez. Wear a mask or something. I'm a god. Gil's a god, so. Oh wow. What a conversion. Right. Some interesting stuff in the chat.
What? People, because we're testing more and that's it? Oh, yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I mean, people are legit going out to, man, I see people on like all types of social media. Hey, we're back into it. We're doing this. We at the club. It's like, oh my god. And then even here, so
that didn't work. Damn. I did too early. Damn.
Did you?
I think I
thought
did.
it was because she was low. Didn't she go low a little bit?
Yeah, I probably have to do stand fish or something like that. I probably gotta get closer. Matter of fact, too, for anybody in the chat right now, too, I mean, obviously this is Boomi, just in case you're getting into it this late. But if there are any other people y'all would like as a guest in here, you know, feel free to put in the chat and we'll take it to consideration, contact them and see what they like to do. Let us know if y'all like this kind of thing too, you know what I mean? Because I know it's different. Like I say, I feel like this helps people stay more engaged to podcasts and stuff like that, such talk shows, because it's not just audio. You get to see us play and you get to see that raw content, right? Because we're live streaming it, so I don't get to edit nothing, you know what I mean, afterwards, until after the fact, you know what I mean? So, you know, there's that. But, you know, give us some feedback. This is the first episode, hopefully the first of many episodes.
I think it's good, especially coming in big chilling out here. Like I said, even with the locals and all that kind of stuff, it's like an online local feel to it. This is usually how we be doing it over at Lucky Dice.
Oh, for sure.
Our little local. Like, we just big chilling. We shooting shit about.
Right. My ass getting beat by Dalian. This is definitely like the locals. Get the
right. We
off. God, dog. Can you sit still? God, go on somewhere, yo. Oh God, he about to like overhead me or some shit. Ooh, I dare you. Okay, I can't throw fireballs. This match is 6-4. Jury easily. Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Oh snap!
Everybody likes it a lot. Okay, we got Bodega Boy Kiji wants to be a guest. Cool. Okay.
Oh snap!
And then obviously too, we'll eventually move on to not just Street Fighter 5, but I mean that's the core of our audience, honestly. So you know we'll be open to other games eventually. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to do that. And then I feel like I'm gonna do some co-hosting too, like just like how I got you in here. Like it's definitely possible to get more people and we can just tag team it, but it just depends on, you know, how we feel that week and how everybody's schedules and stuff like that.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, again, for this, we appreciate you so far for even doing this because, to be honest, like I said, I wouldn't be doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Good shit. Oh, that didn't punish?
Why? Are you
I suck so bad. I should have crouched fierce. Oh, yeah, you getting burned. Jump, I dare you. Wow, you actually did it? Haha. Oh god. Damn trash. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened to your video. Give me a moment. Thank you. See, I love the freaking folks in the chat right now. Cause they're good people.
Wait, what they saying?
Because they helped me fix some shit up.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Blah blah blah. This and that. I'm getting fucked up by Dalian. What's today? Today is June, so freaking nothing else to look forward to unless we're about to get stimulated by them Trump bucks. You know what I'm saying?
No, August is CP2 round 2.
Oh, it is. Yeah, in August. It's gonna be West Coast first, then it's gonna be East Coast.
Yep, but you still gotta get your little matchup knowledge going on, and you about to be in top 16 next time, top 8.
Yeah, I'll be top 8 my dreams. But you know, it's all good. Unless they both go to hell, then I'd be fine. Oh, he didn't be down. Donnie, can you like sit down somewhere? Damn. I'm about to call your grandma. God.
Oh, is that boy answering? Squad.
Squad. Everybody in the chat supporting. I like it. It'll be 2,400. I'm done.
But yeah.
Oh, so matter of fact, for people that are just now joining, how we got this going on is that you get to play me or myself, the guest of today's episode, Boomi. If you're a subscriber, you get first dibs. So I put the lobby stuff in the chat, but I'll put it in again for anybody that's late or whatever. Don't be scared either. Like, we're all like on some shit where we're having fun at the end of the day. You don't look at this as getting exposed or anything like that. Look at this as having fun, because I'm getting fucked up by Dalian right now. So, you know what I'm saying? This Grandmaster, whack ass shit, fucking. Let's go. I'm about to cook this time. You know, I'm about to have faith in myself. Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
We can get back into it.
Yeah, here you go. Watch this shit.
Oh, you can't wake up buttons on this one right now.
You won't believe what I'm about to do. Here it comes. Get ready. You probably do know what I'm about to do.
I do know. I know exactly.
I'm good. Never mind. I didn't get to do it. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I got whatchamacallit. I got chips. Chip me. I got view reversal. Chip me. I dare you. Damn, how many hits
God, you playing with fire right now.
Somebody look at the car facts real quick. All right, hold up. I got this shit.
How do you stop that? There's no way to even stop that.
Oh, Dalian, what are you doing, baby? Bitch. All right. But we got Dragon Soul in the chat. Okay, I like it. Damn, he really cooked me like that. Anybody?
Oh my god. That was good though.
All right. How you feeling today? You feeling all right? Yeah, I got fucked. So we got.
It wasn't that bad.
We got one space open, or actually we can kick Dalian actually. So you can play him again. Yeah, we can actually kick him because he's got his little star. It's like his little fame, his spotlight. So we're gonna have 2 slots available. So he said China line. The monster is here. Okay, we got another one. The monster herself. 22,
Right.
23. So it's been I want to say an hour and 22 minutes. So we're gonna keep streaming, but we're also going to use this as a cutoff. So now we can get back to the regular schedule programming. But this is, like I said before, I call this yo, but this is whatever you want to call it, because call it whatever greeting you call it. You say what's popping, what's good. That's the name of the show for you. You know how it is in your neck of the woods, however you greet. You know what I'm saying? I say yo, so that's what it's called for me. But it could be called for something else for you guys. Like I said, give us some feedback in the chat. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you want us to keep doing this, then hit me up. If y'all got a guest in mind, hit me up, because I'm pretty sure, I can just contact everybody, especially with this quarantine. We can definitely contact people, and people are available and all that. I'm on the East Coast, so obviously this whole playing and stuff, well, even on the West Coast, because I feel like even if it might be laggy, it's still going to be entertaining. So just hit us up with names, and we'll try to contact them and stuff like that. We probably have some variety in the games too, and who knows, we might have some special surprises up in there. So we'll definitely do that. But Boomi, I gotta thank you, my man, my brother, for joining me for the first episode. I really appreciate this. You know, I hate
I
that you
want
have
to
to be a guinea
appreciate
pig.
you
or
and
whatever.
thank you for the opportunity, honestly, because real talk, we need more content out here. But as far as even the content in the Huntsville, Alabama area, I mean, hopefully we can get a little bit more shit popping. So, much love. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, we'll get it in.
All right, well, that was the end of it. So, use this cutoff point. Oh, we're at 24. Okay, our 24. I'll remember that.